Good evening and welcome to today's news bulletin. I'm Zandile Mpapane, recapping stories making headlines. The ESWATINI National Provident Fund today celebrated its Customer Service Week. ESWATINI National Association for Teachers today expressed their gratitude to the government for the support it has shown them. An elderly woman of Makolweni today alleges that her neighbors forcefully took her land. This was a message from the National Disaster Management Agency in collaboration. Management Agency in collaboration with the Ministry of Health. It is founded by UNICEF and it is all about encouraging Yemaswati to adhere to COVID-19 regulations. Well, we shall get back to our news bulletin. The ESWATINI National Provident Fund today celebrated its Customer Service Week as the Chief Executive Officer, Prislonge Kelo, paid a visit at the service center where customers were awarded with gifts. We have a report.
Nisi. Oh, nakubos. Niyapasa esikoleni. Nibanifuza bani?
As the world is currently observing the Customer Service Week, the ESWATINI National Provident Fund did not want to be left out as they also observed the Customer Service Week. They also have activities. As today, the Chief Executive Officer, His Royal Highness Prince Longokela, went to the service center to give their clients gifts from the ANPF. He stated that he is very grateful to the National Provident Fund staff who have been working tirelessly in ensuring that they fulfill the needs of all their clients.
Let's keep the family bond strong and to serve and we're looking for the best after the best. Minenje so kailo miyaga pelile what does currency give? Si kala sam gede so sokuthini. Ungabi kala lokudaba qhamuka kufika kini.
Cindy Mango, who is the General Manager of Corporate Services, stated that they are also working tirelessly in ensuring that they improve the services for their customers. She stated that they do appreciate all of their clients because there would not be a National Provident Fund if there had not been any clients.
Kokuthi le customer service lesiyendako idlala libanga lelingakanani emphakathini esiveni emsebentini. So njengoba nibona nje emalangeni lamahle nathi singi-ENPF sibone kukuhle kokuthi emalunga ethu kulolonke la kangwane siwabonge siwadumise ngekusinakekela ngoba ngabe asisilo lidlelani vongeni angekho ema-customer ethu.
The Customer Service Week is going to go all the way until Friday, and the ESWATINI National Provident Fund is also nominated for an award under their Service Excellence Awards. These awards are going to be held on the 15th of October at Esibayeni Lodge. I'm Kanyesile Mabuza for Channel Yemaswati News with Julissa Mamba and Manzini.
The Ministry of Tourism and Environmental Affairs today at the Hilton Garden Inn in Mbabane collaborated with other ministries where a program was officially launched whereby members of the ministries will be sensitized on waste and chemical management. We have a report. The Ministry of Tourism and Environmental Affairs today, in collaboration with other ministries, officially launched a workshop whereby ministries were sensitized about chemicals and waste management. The Minister for Tourism and Environmental Affairs, who was represented by the Principal Secretary of the ministry, stated that international organizations and academic associates have already issued guidelines for infectious waste management. He stated, however, that many of those guidelines target both developed and developing countries, and only a few guidelines are prepared specifically in response to the current condition of COVID-19 waste management in developing countries. He mentioned that the state of chemical and waste management in those countries differs from that of developed countries, and that it is difficult to apply developed countries' guidelines as they are.
The chemical and waste challenges is real in the developing world. It is a time bomb. By 2025, the world's cities will produce 2.2 billion tons of waste every year. More than 3 times the amount produced in 2009. Countries continue to address challenges linked to to the air, soil and water pollution and exposure to toxic chemicals under the auspices of multilateral environmental agreements.
Hlopsiles Khoswana from the Eswatini National Trust Commission, who is the Chief Environmental Coordinator of the program, stated that the program will be of benefit as it was noticed that in Eswatini the issue of waste and chemical materials is affecting the environment.
What we need are practical ideas and examples of how we can handle the situation under the disastrous conditions. And as the Minister of Tourism and Environmental Affairs, we do understand that you are not the only or the sole player in this particular aspect, which is why we have you from all the different ministries so that we can share solutions and be able to upscale what has worked.
I am Zandile Mpapane for Channel Yemaswati News with Mxolisi Mavuso, Mbabane. The Eswatini National Association for Teachers today commemorated the World Teachers Day, where they expressed their gratitude to the government for the support it has shown over the years. We have a report.
Today is World Teachers Day, and even the country did commemorate the day at Smaini Lodge. The General Secretary of UNESCO in Eswatini, Phumzile Hlophe, said that as UNESCO, they are monitored in making sure that there is quality education in the world, because education has the power in bringing peace.
It is thus evident that education is UNESCO's top priority, because it is a basic human right and the foundation on which to build peace and drive sustainable development. The mandate of UNESCO is to build peace in the minds of men and women. So, education is one of the pillars of peace.
The General Secretary of Senate in Eswatini, Mr. Sigela Dlamini, said that they are happy that the government of Eswatini has acknowledged that there are problems in the department and they will be fixing some of the issues.
Vele lo mbuthano walamhla ube ngiloyingcayizi vele kakhulu ngoba nathi thina seyinhlangano yabothishela sikhonile kwenta tiphakamiso tetinfo letingitona tiphatamisa emalunga ethu le emaklasini emisebentini nahulumende naye wakhuluma lokho la kukhulumako lokungaba indlela tekwethembisa ukuthi leto tingabekelwane noma leto tinkinga lesidibana nato tingasombululeka kanjani kuqhubekela phambili.
The Principal Secretary of the Ministry of Education, represented by the Under Secretary, Mr. Nhlanhla Monza, said that as the ministry they do appreciate teachers because they see the important role that is played by the teachers in the kingdom.
On behalf of the Ministry of Education and Training, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to SNAT for making it possible that the Ministry observes the global advocacy together. I also appreciate UNESCO for instituting the World Teachers Day, as it serves as an opportunity for us all to reflect on the important roles teachers play in society.
For Yemaswati channel, I'm Kerry Carlos, Matapam.
The Royal Eswatini Police Service today, through their Chief Police Information Officer Superintendent Pindile Vilagati, warned Yemaswati about an alleged rapist which is terrorizing women at Mafutseni under the Manzini region. We have a report. The Royal Eswatini Police Service is looking for a suspect in connection with a rape that is happening at Mafutseni under the Manzini region. Chief Police Information Officer Superintendent Pindile Vilagati, during an interview with our reporter, stated that police have had a number of complaints from young women about the man who is targeting women who are looking for employment on social media. Vilagati stated that the suspect invites the young women for a meeting around Mafutseni, where we will then fetch the unsuspecting individual to a quiet place where he will then rape them.
Asente isiqiniseko sokuthi uma ngabe ukhona umuntu noma umsebenzi lesiva ngawo siyathathisa siyabatshela nalesiphila nabo basihlolisisise ukuthi vele le nto ikhona nangabe siva ngathi asinetiseke singaya nasemaphoyiseni siyocela ukuthi baseluleke noma basibukisise nabo ukuthi vele lo msebenzi ukhona yini nekuthi-ke nangabe sekuyenteka sewuyaya kulo msebenzi vele kungaba kahle ukuthi uhambe nalomnye umuntu ukuze ukuthi atombona lo muntu lokuthethe akumikisa emsebenzini.
Vilagati further mentioned that the police are working tirelessly to apprehend the suspect, and she pleaded for the collaborative work with the community members of Mafuteni. She then encouraged the public to alert the police if the suspect is spotted in any part of the kingdom.
Angatisita ukuthi avele emaphoyiseni akhona ukubhekana naloko kucala bakhe. Uma ngabe angaveli vele siyafunga siyagomela singamaphoyisa sithi angeke silale aze atholakale.
I am Zandile Mpapane for Channel Yemaswati News with Mxolisi Mavuso. The Ministry of Home Affairs today in a statement announced that their offices which were closed in August following an arson attack will be opened as of tomorrow. We have a report. The Ministry of Home Affairs presented a statement of the reopening of Hlangano Regional Service Center. The Ministry of Home Affairs stated that they wish to notify the public, especially in the Shiselweni region, that operations in Hlangano Regional Services Center will resume on Wednesday, October the 6th, 2021. The service center was temporarily closed on August 9th, 2021 after arson attacks in public facilities. However, on maintaining high standards in the delivery of excellent services to the public amid ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, the following inventions will be sustained. On Monday, services that will be provided are those of late birth registrations. On Thursday, altercation of certificates, late ID enrollment and replacement. On Wednesday, late marriage registration, convention of old and new child certificates. On Thursday, certified or replacement of certificates, late date registrations, late ID enrollment and replacement. And on Fridays, insurance of the above documents. The ministry stated that current registrations of birth and death, vital event verifications and environment of current national identity document 16-year-old will be prioritized and done every day. The ministry urges the public to note the aforementioned services delivery days to avoid disappointment and turning the service center into a COVID-19 epicenter. The ministry then stated that any inconvenience caused in the past month is greatly regretted. This is a statement from the Principal Secretary of the Ministry, Mr. Nhlanhla R. Ngumalo.
Mani, khumbula ukuthi kuqhawulana nekutsinzana ungathelelana i-COVID-19. Qaphela, khumbula ukuthi kubambelana sinatwa engilasini yinye nakho kungathelelana i-COVID-19. Ungaqhubeki, khumbula kuvikela labaseceleni kwakho ngekuthimlela ingoselo. Bagcini besive, asende kuhamba ngemigomo ekuvikela i-COVID-19. Indlela lensha yethu sonke ekuphila ukuthi sitigcine siphephile kanye nesive sonke asikhumbutane njalo ngalesikutshelwa litiko letempilo nge-COVID-19. Asikwende konke, gcoka sifonyo, geza tandla ngensipho nemanti lahambako, gcina umkhathi, uphindze ugweme ticubu. Mgcini wesive, ungapheli mandla, i-COVID ingakapheli.
Do it all from the palm of your hand with the Eswatini Ministry of Health Alert app. You can get access to the app by getting the link from the Eswatini Ministry of Health social media pages and by scanning the QR code found on posters. Use the WhatsApp number 79436585 and send hi. Then, following the prompts, you can get to register for your COVID-19 jab. Get the latest updates on COVID-19 and even get access to a healthcare professional. There's so much more at your fingertips with the Eswatini Ministry of Health. Do it all. Vaccinate, wash your hands, and wear a mask.
Breath of Life Church imemetela financial deliverance mhla 3 October kuthi emoneni kamanzini kusukela nga11 ekuseni. Nawe wota ungatophinze weswele imali. Shaya kunati tinombolo lotibonako.
Welcome back. You're still tuned in at Yemaswati channel. I am Zandile Mpapane. We shall continue with our bulletin. An elderly woman of Makolweni under the Manzini region, who is estimated to be over the age of 100, alleges that her neighbors forcefully took her land. We have a report.
The dispute at Makolweni at Fairview has been going on for a while. The Sitoles are saying their neighbors are now being selfish because they can see that the rightful owner of the land, who is Gogo Janet Twala, is now too old and weak to fight for herself, hence she is over 100 years old. According to Mr. Vusi Sitole, he stated that they tried to fence the home, but Umkichimi of the area put down the fence. He further mentioned that their neighbors have put a fence in front of the family's graveyard.
Emathuna kithi sakunetigodo kufaka igodo tabodarati kuthathwa lenzawo ngangani kunehlahla tamangoza talakhaya masithi siyawudikha bathi setabo bathi sitawudutshula nemasimu ngalakhaya masibathi abawabuyisa abafuni manje asathi usesitawuphuma sibhekephi kwanyalo nje besile kokhala kubabemba abantu sathina lethemba ukuthi mhlambe nawathika tutasita yini.
Ingabe senezinganani senesikhathi esingakanani nalenkinga lena nokuthi icala njani?
Zine minyaka. Icala ngokuthi sibacele bakadlameni ukuthi sicela sale sitolungisa imincele ngoba sesifuna kubiya la khaya. Bala kanti kufika bona befike emuva. Ngelikhaya la gogo lelifike ecala. Ngalokho sike gogo sengumuntu osakhulile. Ngiyathemba ukuthi ngingobadlala ngathi ngalokho.
The Sitoles have also voiced out their disappointments about the Maswinvini committee. Reporting for Yemaswati channel, I am Nonhlanhla Twala with Gary Carlos in Manzini.
Emasuku woman of Moneni under the Manzini region is pleading with Yemaswati to build a permanent structure for her. She stated that she doesn't have any place to sleep as her house was destroyed. We have a report.
Magesi Piwe Masugu says she does not know where she can find shelter now. This is due to the fact that the house that she was living in has roof leakages. Mage Masugu mentioned that they have been moving from place to place with her family because of several reasons.
Sisusa salendzaba nje ngicala ekuqaleni kuze kufike lesikhathi lesi. Sasuswa ngumgwaco lapha. Base basithatha basihlalise endlini takadlela Ndongeni. Sebasibuya basikhomba indzawo ngale ngendansi. Sasuka lapho sakha i2 room yemkhukhu. Sasethi nesesicala kwakha manje. Bachanga bakamasipara basinlewane lendzawo lena indzawo yebantfu. Tasasa basuka lapho kwefika bakamasipara nalama security abo. Bafika lapho la sebebaqale khona sebakha bakhonga. Befika lapha bakamasipara betane ma security. Bafika bagqiba lapha. Bathi sakhe endzaweni yebantfu. Basinika indzawo yesibili. Bathi lenyathi sosigreyithele. Sahamba sayibona indzawo sekhanza kuthi vele indzawo igreyithiwe. Kwathi ngakusasa sakhanza sekufakwe ifenisi. Kwathiwa indzawo yemfana enkosi lena wayiphiwa ngumfana enkosi Mshosha. Basinika indzawo yes3. Wasuka lapho lomnye umfana wathi indzawo yagogo wakhe bekalima kuyo bhatata. Indzawo yesithathu leyo. Basinika indzawo yes4 lesikuyo. Seside timpahla. Timpahla batithathela abantu. Leti 10 leti beti 1.5. Dona ke baticedzela sesikulenzawo le. Kwathi kusuka lapho basikhomba ke yona lena ke sekudi material babu wasuyashona. Sengisele nje ngithwa ke angisathi ukuthi kufanele ngenteni kuyanetha la ngekhathi njengaloku nani nitibonele kuyabanza ngite netimpahla tokugcoka impahla tonke timandi. Lana nje kunetingubo timandi netimpahla lapha lesema plastikini timandi.
Mage Masugu also voiced out that she is now requesting for material to build a house. Those that can be able to assist can call 784-66-159, 784-66-159. I am Nohla Twala reporting for Yemaswati channel with Justice Lamin in Manzini.
The Eswatini Weather Meteorological Team today confirmed that it will be a sunny Saturday, but stated, however, that during the later part of Saturday, rains and thunderstorms will be expected. We have a report. The Eswatini Weather Meteorological Team today confirmed that it is expected to be sunny on Saturday during the day, and then rains will be expected in the latter part of the day on Saturday. This was confirmed by Mr. Dumisa Sithole, a weather meteorologist, who further mentioned that Yemaswati can expect rain the whole of this week. Sithole stated that this is a norm as we are in the summer season, where he further narrated that although there will be sunny intervals during the week, warmer temperatures will be on Saturday.
Lisolo lisethembisa ukuthi liyana noma singathi September ngilona September lo simetayele nawo buka phambili bevama ukuthi ngaSeptember kube nemafla amaningi phindze kube netimvula lapho kukhonakala ukuthi ke cishe kulimeke masimo abe manyendanyanyana kodwa ke singekho lapho nyakwanyalo sisabuka ukuthi imvula lesinato sithi bheke kuze kube nini imkhametelo siubhekile namhla ebusuku nanyalo kulenye indzawo sekhona nyenyana uphinze nakusasa ukhona umkhametelo kanzima nzamba makusasa sibheke ukuthi belithume kulenye indzawo kusho ukuthi mathuba etimvula solo sisenawo ngalesine linakhona solo kukhonyana umkhametelo kanzi nzambama wakhona litave seliyaduma nakhona liyana lifune kucina ke lapha ebusuku ngalesine kuya kulesihlanu ekuseni kusho ukuthi nakhona liyaqhubeka liyana ngenhlanhla ke lapha ngalesihlanu manzambama lokusho ukuthi lesine nangalesi sihlanu sithi temperature lapha khona nemazinga echisa akasibo laphakeme kahle kanti ngalesihlanu nzambama secishe sekunconyana emazinga echisa ayaqala ayaphakaphakama lokusho ukuthi kuya ngekuba ngcinyenyana kodwa ke kuduma singakuthola nanzambama wakhona kukhona ekseni ngalesihlanu nanzambama singakuthola.
I am Zandile Mpapane for Channel Yemaswati News with Mxolisi Mavuso Babane. Well, that's all the news we had for tonight, but before ending tonight's bulletin, let's take a recap of the stories which made headlines. The Eswatini National Provident Fund today celebrated their Customer Service Week. The Eswatini National Association for Teachers today commended the government for its support over the years. An elderly woman of Makoleni under the Manzini region today alleges that her neighbors forcefully took her land. Well, that's all the news we had for tonight. Do have yourselves a beautiful evening. Good night.